Hi everyone, today I'm gonna try out a classic Linux game, Kingpin, was available for Windows of course, but it's good to try out some of the oldest game. In terms of the compatibility, I'm running the latest Manjaro Linux operating system here with the latest kernel and the latest Mesa driver with my AMD graphics card. So I was thinking probably it's not gonna run because there could be so many issues with it, especially with the compatibility. The libraries are not compatible anymore. But somehow I figured out how to get it all working. So basically, I'm gonna show you a step-by-step procedure how you can also play this native Linux game in your distro if you have it. Basically, you can go to on theme, and then here you can go to the gaming download site where you can find this patch for Kingpin. So what the patch basically contains, libraries. I'm gonna delete this one actually, don't need that file. So it contains, so all you got to do first, try to install Kingpin from the original disk. Basically it came in those days, you have these CD-ROMs, so basically you have to have the ISO file, or if you had the Windows version also it would work, but you need the CD for the Linux version to work. So basically you have to mount the CD into your computer, but for me here I don't have a physical CD drive, so what I'm using something called GCDEMU. You can find it in any Linux distribution. It's a kind of like a virtual CD-ROM where it allows you to kind of CD-ROM emulator for Linux, allows you to load up any ISO file as a disk, and then you can see I loaded up Kingpin ISO here, the Windows CD here. Make sure I have mounted. I click and it's a Windows, so you don't need there is no specific Linux CD for this game. It's a Windows CD, but you need to have that CD mounted for Linux version to work, native version. So once you download it, or what you can do, if you have Kingpin original version, you can just, or you have the native version already, can just copy the Linux related file into the files into the game folder like we have here. So all these files are like a Kingpin. This one is Linux file, and SO files, all these are Linux files basically. And then if you go to the main folder also, you'll find these. You can find the same files in the patch, Linux patch you can download from Kingpin website, but the version I found that is working, which is kind of beta version, but it's all included into this patch, so you don't have to worry. So you just have to extract the files in all this zip into the where the Kingpin is installed. So once that is done, so first thing, the sound doesn't work right out of the box because Kingpin is an old game and it's using something called OSS, like a OSS sound system. So by default, no Linux distribution nowadays enables or activates OSS by default, so you have to manually activate it. So what we can do to manually activate the OSS, okay, I created a README file here, so it also, so here first thing you have to make sure if you copied the Kingpin from Windows version, go to the main folder, you'll find this program called ccase, and you can open a terminal here, or you can just copy this command, and then what it will do, this command and enter, and basically lowercase all the data files in the game folder, because the Linux version expects everything to be lowercase file name. So once we have done that, and then what we can do here, we have to somehow enable OSS. So in Manjaro or Arch Linux, we can do that by loading these modules. To load the modules, okay, let me open the terminal here. So so you just have to enter this command, that's it. So it will load up. So there are three specific modules we have to load, and later we'll check whether they are loaded. So we can so these three modules we can check by this command, and we check for, yeah, this module loaded and this module loaded, this is, so three modules. Once these are loaded, and we can go to the dev folder, Linux dev folder, and then here we will see a DSP. So if we search for DSP, so it's created a DSP. Basically DSP, what DSP is a, to explain, it's part of OSS sound system. Basically OSS is loaded now, that's why we can see DSP file here in the dev folder. But at the moment it is DSP1, but we want for the game aspects only DSP not 1. So we have to create a symbolic link to this file. So the way we do it, we can do by entering this command. So what it did, if I refresh here, so it created a symbolic link or link of DSP1 as DSP. So now the game can find a DSP file here, so that it can redirects its sound to that file. Anyway, that's how it works. So finally we have to give this command so that the game executable file, which is this one, can directly communicate with the OSS sound system for Arch Linux. Basically, okay, I have to enter this command, but as root, not as normal user, so I have to go into the root. I can enter root mode by entering this command, so su hash, and then you have to provide the root password, and then I can just paste that command. Just so that's it. Now I exit the root mode by typing exit. That's it. Now I think sound is ready, everything is ready. Now we can launch the game. But the patch that I provided here, it also comes with this scripts to launch the game actually, so you don't have to worry about anything. So we can see the content of this script. So basically what it does, it loads up the game and then sets few environment variable like Mesa extension max year. You need that one, otherwise the game somehow crashes. Basically limit the OpenGL capabilities for this game, so that anyway, so because it's an old game, it doesn't expect too much OpenGL features. Anyway, now we can able to, but what I'm gonna do for this, because this is an old game, it's better to run this game in GameScope. If you GameScope, so for GameScope to work, I need Vulkan. So if I run this game without GameScope, it's not a problem, but it runs in a window mode, it doesn't go into the full screen mode. Also the mouse system, because in those days it didn't have that, the mouse is kind of the cursor, doesn't hide. So if you want to achieve full screen and hiding mouse, I suppose it's better to use GameScope. So first of all, for GameScope to work in my system, I have to set this environment variable so that GameScope is gonna use the Vulkan version that comes with the Mesa 3D, because I've got multiple Vulkan drivers installed in this system, proprietary open source Mesa 3D Vulkan driver, so on. So for GameScope to work, I have to set open source one. So that's what I'm doing here. Export. Once that's set, you can see here. And another thing I'm using here, so GameScope, I set it to here. That's the resolution, game resolution currently set. So you have to exactly tell GameScope what is the game resolution. So and then I'm using something called OpenGL. It's like a driver. Again, you can download from this website. Just click on there. It's called it's a Mesa 3D, basically compiled in a different way so that older games are more compatible. So I'm using that one, that's why I have to precede this script with that one, and that's it. Before I do that, I want to modify this script so that we get nice fancy anti-aliasing, because support we can do that with the Gallium driver. I suppose it's called PP. That one we're gonna add this into our script so that we get anti-aliasing support. And also we want to set anisotropic filtering to the maximum 16. Again, copy that, and we're gonna add that into the script. Can add it after here, and that's it. Now we're gonna get all the fancy feature for this game. Hopefully the OBS sound system, the desktop recorder I'm using now, can record the in-game sound. Because it's using OSS, I'm not sure whether it's gonna record or capture the sound. Even though I'm hearing it, I'm gonna hear it because I tested it already, so I know. Anyway, let's start. So as you can see, it's a start, and currently it's in the window mode because we are running in the game scope. And if we press Windows key, and then I didn't hear any sound. Is there something wrong here? Why? Okay, it still cannot find the sound card for some reasons. Is it because I'm using the desktop recorder? Even though I have, let's try something, cat. Okay, it appears that since I'm using the desktop recorder, I cannot get the game sound because the desktop recorder is keeping if I shoot duplex, what happens? Keeping the audio busy, basically. What I have to do here, okay. So it's not allowing the game to use the, anyway, even though there's no sound, I just want to show you it's working. Oh, okay, one last thing before we run this. I think we can add one more thing to this script, is the FPS, which is Gallium HUD. Gallium HUD. This one. Let's copy this. Even though there is no sound because of the desktop recorder not allowing us, there is sound. I have already tested when you are not doing anything else. So basically, okay, let's make it full screen and go to the option. Don't try to change anything here. I think it might crash. And one thing you have to enable here to capture the mouse in game is called window and mouse. You have to set it to yes, then otherwise it would not allow you to use mouse properly. Now here we have 1080, yeah, everything else all good. I enable the shadow, all good. Game and medium, that's it. Unfortunately, there is no sound. I should have found, there must be a way to this is quite an old game. It's trying to use the sound card exclusively, which is not good if you're running other programs or desktop recorder. So it's not gonna work. In those days, they didn't have that kind of simultaneously using multiple and applications using the simultaneously same resources, system resources, functionalities or something like that. So the game, I never played this game. Basically, I'm completely a stranger for this game. So righty. So I have modified customized the controls so that walk forward is W, and then all these different things. Since I'm not quite familiar with the old style of keyboard, so it's nice. With the mouse we can look around, and then WASD we can I modified. Normally it's the arrow keys and some strange here keys. And I'm not going, is this the run? Okay, shift is run, space is jumping, that's what I said, and mouse click is, do I have anything else? How do you change the weapon? Okay, there's new entry. How do you change if I customize? Next weapon is, okay, that one. Can I use the screw key? No, it doesn't allow. Attack, shift to snake. And look down. How much? Look, tab inventory. Okay, tab is inventory. And what else? Previous page, not flashlight is L, hard is F5. So tab inventory, I don't see what he has now. So all I got this stupid rod. Not sure how can I survive this game. I'm so scared. Righty. Anyway, where should I go now? What is this? It's good to see this Unshine game is working perfectly on Linux. Okay, what I'm gonna do here? I really don't know anything about this game. New entry, Nikki up boys. What is it? So there are. So what I gotta do? Well, he saw me. I've got GameScope FSR and the FSR activated, also on top of anti-aliasing with the GameScope. So as you saw in the command line option, I have done that. Why is it so violent? Yes. How much is my lag? Oh, only 27. Oh god, this guy. This game is hard, difficult. Where can I get his rod? I mean, I like his one. How do I get that? I don't think I can survive this game. Everyone is bashing and mid game. Okay, let's see, try again. One more try. I think I have to find another way to get there. Maybe climbing up from here. Climbing up from here. There must be a way, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks achievable. What is it here? Okay, what is this for? Oh, I think, yeah, this way I should climb up from here. Jump it. Oh, why is it not holding that? Wow, stupid. Probably I just have to sneak. I thought someone already beat passing. One. Really, I have no idea about this game. Like, he got only one thing, and this is not working. Must be something I'm missing here. Can't be that like that. Next weapon. Next weapon. If I press 1 in a step, left a step, page down. Activate F1 mouse 3. My god, everyone is following me. Oh my god. Really? This is the third time. I think I gave up. Anyway, this is not for me. Anyway, all good. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.